Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. Sending you the absolute biggest virtual hug and wishing you nothing but amazing health, overflowing energy, and pure positive vibes today and always. Seriously, taking care of yourselves is the most important thing, so wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're feeling strong and ready to dive into a delicious little debate. Now, get ready, because we're settling a question that might surprise you. Which tiny powerhouse packs a bigger health punch, the humble sardine or the mighty salmon? Seriously, you might think salmon is the undisputed king of healthy fish, but what if I told you these little guys swimming in a can might give it a serious run for its money? Buckle up, because we're cracking open this can of comparison to see who truly deserves the health crown. First off, let's be clear, both sardines and salmon are absolute rock stars in the world of healthy eating. Choosing either is a fantastic win for your body compared to a lot of other options out there. They both swim circles around things like processed meats or even some cuts of red meat when it comes to delivering the good stuff. But when we put them head to head, or maybe fin to fin, we start to see some fascinating differences that might make one a slightly better fit for you depending on what you're looking for. Think of it like comparing two Olympic athletes. Both are incredible, but one might be a sprinter and the other a marathon runner, each excelling in their own way. So, let's break it down without all the confusing jargon, and see what makes each of these fish so special, and where one might edge out the other. Let's dive straight into the superstar nutrient everyone talks about with fish, omega-3 fatty acids. These are those magical healthy fats, especially EPA and DHA, that your body desperately needs but can't make on its own. They're like superheroes inside you, fighting inflammation, that root cause of so many health issues, guarding your heart like a shield, boosting your brain power, and even helping to lift your mood. Now, salmon, especially fatty types like wild sockeye or Atlantic salmon, is famous for being loaded with these omega-3s. A nice serving gives you a massive, impressive dose. It's one of the best sources on the planet. Sardines, being small, oily fish, are also packed with omega-3s. Gram for gram, a sardine might even have a slightly higher concentration of omega-3s than salmon. But here's the practical bit. A typical serving of salmon, like a 3 to 4 ounce fillet, usually gives you a larger total amount of omega-3s than a typical serving of sardines, like a small can. So, if your main goal is getting the absolute maximum omega-3 bang for your buck in one sitting, salmon often takes this round. But sardines are absolutely no slouch. They deliver a powerful, concentrated dose of those essential fats that still makes them a top-tier choice. Now, let's talk about something where sardines absolutely shine like crazy: calcium and vitamin D for bone power. This is their secret weapon. When you eat canned sardines, you usually eat the whole little fish, including those soft, edible bones. And those bones are a goldmine of calcium. We're talking levels that rival a glass of milk. Calcium is obviously crucial for building and maintaining strong bones and teeth, and it also helps your muscles and nerves work properly. Salmon, while a fantastic food, doesn't naturally have significant calcium unless you're specifically eating canned salmon with the bones, which is available and also a great option. But with sardines, the bones are right there, ready to go. Plus, sardines are also a very good source of vitamin D. Vitamin D is the sunshine vitamin that helps your body actually absorb that calcium, making it a perfect teammate. Salmon is actually one of the best natural food sources of vitamin D, often having more per serving than sardines. So, salmon wins on the vitamin D front, but sardines deliver a killer 1-2 punch of calcium plus vitamin D, making them arguably the ultimate fish for bone health support. If strong bones are a priority, sardines might just steal the show here. Moving on to other vitamins and minerals, both fish bring serious game. They are both excellent sources of high-quality protein, which is essential for building and repairing muscles, keeping you feeling full, and just generally keeping your body running smoothly. You really can't go wrong with either for a protein boost. Where sardines really flex is with selenium and vitamin B12. Selenium is a powerful antioxidant mineral that acts like a bodyguard for your cells, protecting them from damage and supporting your thyroid gland. Sardines are often an exceptional source of selenium, packing a huge amount per serving. Salmon has selenium too, but sardines frequently deliver more. Vitamin B12 is vital for nerve function, making red blood cells, and keeping your energy levels up. Both are great sources, but sardines often edge out salmon slightly in the B12 department as well. Salmon fights back with its potassium content, which is important for regulating blood pressure and fluid balance, often having a bit more than sardines. It also tends to be richer in certain B vitamins like niacin, B3. So, it's a bit of a trade-off. Sardines bring the selenium and B12 heat, while salmon counters with potassium and niacin. Both are nutritional powerhouses in this category. Now, we have to talk about a less fun but super important topic: mercury and other contaminants. Mercury is a heavy metal found in the ocean that builds up in fish, especially larger, longer-lived predatory fish higher up the food chain. Too much mercury isn't good for anyone, and it's particularly important for pregnant women, breastfeeding moms, and young children to be mindful. This is where sardines have a massive advantage. Because they are tiny fish, very low on the food chain, and have short lifespans, they accumulate almost negligible amounts of mercury. They are consistently ranked as one of the safest fish choices when it comes to low mercury. Salmon, especially wild salmon like Alaskan varieties, is also considered a low-mercury fish. It's much safer than big predators like tuna or swordfish. However, farmed salmon can sometimes have slightly higher levels of other contaminants like PCBs, industrial pollutants, depending on the farming practices and location, though reputable sources aim to minimize this. Wild salmon generally has lower contaminant levels than farmed. Overall, both are good choices, but sardines have an almost unbeatable safety profile due to their size and position in the ocean. If minimizing contaminants is your top concern, sardines are the clear winner. Let's get practical. Cost and convenience are huge factors in what we actually eat regularly. Sardines are the undisputed champion here. Canned sardines are incredibly affordable, super easy to find in any grocery store, have a long shelf life, and require zero preparation. Just open the can. You can eat them straight, mash them on toast, toss them in salads or pasta. They are the ultimate nutritious, grab-and-go option. Salmon, especially fresh or frozen wild fillets, can be significantly more expensive. Canned salmon is a more budget-friendly option and offers similar convenience, and includes those bones for calcium, but it's still generally pricier than canned sardines and maybe not quite as widely used in quick meals. Fresh salmon requires cooking, which takes more time. So, if you're on a tight budget or need super quick, no-fuss meals, sardines win hands down on accessibility and ease. Taste and texture are obviously personal. Sardines have a stronger, distinctly fishier flavor and a softer, sometimes slightly crumbly texture, especially with the bones. Some people adore this bold taste, while others find it too intense. Salmon has a milder, more versatile flavor, especially farmed Atlantic, and a firmer, flakier texture that appeals to a wider audience. It's often seen as more approachable. So, salmon might win the popularity contest on taste for many people, but sardine lovers are fiercely loyal to their unique flavor. Sustainability is another crucial layer. Overfishing is a real problem for our oceans. Sardines, being small, fast-growing, and reproducing quickly, are generally considered one of the most sustainable seafood choices available. Choosing sardines is often a very ocean-friendly decision. Salmon is trickier. Wild salmon populations, especially certain species and regions, like Atlantic salmon, are heavily managed and some are threatened due to habitat loss, dams, climate change, and past overfishing. Buying certified sustainable wild salmon, look for MSC label, is important. Farmed salmon has its own set of environmental challenges, including pollution, disease transfer to wild fish, and escapees, though certified farms, ASC, BAP, are working to improve practices. Overall, sardines usually have a lower environmental footprint and are a very sustainable pick. So, who wins? Is sardine healthier than salmon? The honest answer is, it depends on what healthier means for you. If your top priority is maximum omega-3s per serving or high vitamin D, salmon often takes the lead. If you need a massive boost of calcium, with vitamin D, for bone health, want the lowest mercury/contaminant risk, need the most budget-friendly and convenient option, or are looking for a super sustainable choice, then sardines are absolutely the champion. The best strategy? Eat both. Seriously, they are teammates, not rivals. Rotating sardines and salmon, along with other fish like mackerel, gives you the widest range of incredible nutrients. Sardines offer unbeatable safety, convenience, bone support, and sustainability. Salmon delivers powerhouse omega-3s and vitamin D in a milder package. Don't get stuck choosing just one, embrace the unique superpowers of both these amazing fish. The healthiest choice is the nutritious fish you enjoy and will eat consistently. So, crack open a can of sardines for lunch this week, grill up a salmon fillet for dinner next week, and know you're giving your body an ocean of goodness either way. Thanks so much for watching, take incredible care of yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next video. Stay healthy.